I am so excited. So I finally tricked someone to doing something I've been trying to do for years. Um, oh man, so it's like two things, but I remember talking to my buddy Heath about this. So that had to have been like 10 years ago. I wanted to do something that I call no, we came up with this. I lied. Heath must have been something else. I lied. This happened maybe 2 years ago. Um, I was on a road trip with my buddy Tavis in Texas, and it's like a 19-hour something road trip, and we came up with this. And we were driving from Dallas to Denver, and we were seeing all these tiny little towns, these cool little things, like, oh, locally made, beef jerky or antelope jerky or elk jerky, whatever it was. And all these little towns have these cool things. And I was like, man, today, like, everyone's missing out on all this now because, oh, don't do that. It's like everyone's missing out. Like everyone just flies everywhere. You go to the big city. COVID kind of pushed people out of the big cities back to the mountain towns a little bit, but it's like they like the essence of the old like American road trip is like kind of gone. Do people even road trip anymore? Like I don't know. I feel like everyone's just flying everywhere. We had cheap flights for like 5 years, and everyone was flying. So I feel like we missed that. So I was like, I would love to just go on a road trip where the whole point of it is the road trip. Right? It's all 100% the journey. So I was like, it'd be cool to have like four guys in a car, like flying to somewhere that we don't really know anything about, or somewhere that we haven't been. Sorry, I'm watching the bats. They're fascinating. It just got dark enough for bats. Um, yeah, they're like clean. I don't know. Okay, ooh, squirrel, ooh, bat. All right, let's focus here. Road trip to nowhere. So, four dudes in a place that no one really knows. Like, nobody grew up there, anything like that. Maybe one of the guys has visited there, but, like, they don't know the state all that well. There's literally a bee that just landed on my phone. Why? That's not honey. That's not a flower. Good luck. Man, I'm really distracted today. Fantastic. I need some of my ADD spray I just found. I found out one of my products. It's a pain spray, but it actually works for ADD. It's crazy. Last night was very enlightening. Should have done my live on that today. Maybe that'll be tomorrow's live. When I'm in the Dominican Republic, back to what I'm talking about. Holy cow. Road trip to nowhere is four dudes. So each guy gets 2 hours at the wheel. You can go anywhere you want, do whatever you want. If you're tired and you want to sleep, great, you sleep. If you want to go take a nap, you want to sit by a river. If you see a coffee shop, you see the world's largest ball of yarn, you see a random dude crossing the street on a unicycle and you want to go talk to him, whatever it is, you have 2 hours to do and go wherever you want. You're at the realm. The only way to veto this is if all three, the driver's worth 2 votes, everyone else is worth 1. So all 3 of them have to vote against it. So if he's doing something really wild, he's like stinging my phone. There's literally a bee on my phone right now, and he's like humping it or stinging it or something. I'm probably about to get stung here. That could be fun. So you do whatever you want. You want to drive north? Okay. Oh, that road looks fun. I'm taking it right here. Oh, look at that building up in the hills. I want to go check that out. Oh, on my maps, I saw a river. Let's go to the river and see if we can find kayaks. Whatever it is, you got 2 hours. Then the next guy's up, and he could counter if he's pissed at you or thinks it's a joke. He could counteract you and drive 2 hours the opposite way. Or the next guy could be like, I don't feel like driving. We're just gonna sit right here in this cafe in this town, walk around and explore. Hell yeah, let's do it. So everyone does what they want for 2 hours. If someone's doing something really annoying, all 3 can veto it. The odds of that happening, I mean, I guess the majority rules, and those 3 guys can do whatever they want, and they control it for a little bit until they do something stupid. I don't know. I mean, hopefully it's not. It'd be really annoying. I don't know. But that's why there's all the rules and the votes. But the whole point of it is that each person gets a little vote, and they can go drive and do whatever they want. And then the road trip, you have a set start, and then probably have a set end is either the same city or like a nearby city. So like you could do like, I was thinking do like St. Louis to like Chicago, or St. Louis to Kansas City, but then you kind of have a destination. It'd be, if you wanted to really do it, it'd be a little expensive, but if you want to do it the right way, you have no destination. You just have a time limit, say like 5 days. And the 5th day at noon, you drive to the nearest airport and you just book a flight home from there. That's going to obviously be expensive. You could be at some tiny weird airport. It could be like $1,000 flight. I don't know, but that's the perfect way to do a road trip to nowhere. Is where once that time limit hits, wherever you are, you guys Google the nearest airport, you go there and you just book flights. But realistically, I mean, that could be like $1,200 flights. That could be the entire trip could be just that flight. So it's a little bit less ridiculous. So here's what I'm doing. Yeah, wouldn't that be so fun? You just have 2 hours to go around, do whatever you want. Oh, but then the fun part is you can also you can trade your hours. So if someone's like, I don't care. I have no motive, no nothing. I don't really want to drive. I just want to, drink in the back or smoke or eat shrooms or just yell out the window or take a nap. I don't want to drive. Then you can give your hours to someone or you can trade them or sell them. If somebody like sees like, oh my gosh, we're close to the Hall of Fame. And they're like, I really want to go there. Someone else is like, I don't care. Give me $10. I'll give you my 2 hours so you can get closer. So you can play like a whole little game with it too. For me, I mean, I don't know. I like to think that wouldn't care. I would just be like intrigued by what my friends would take me to do. But then I also am like, once I get in the car, there's got to be something within 2 hours I want to go see, no matter where I am. So it's interesting. I don't know how I would act, but that's the real road trip to nowhere. So I'm doing tomorrow. I'm flying to my like 65th, 66th country. Depends on what you consider a country here and there. A lot of different, especially living on a territory, independent territory, next to the British independent territory, next to Anguilla, another British independent territory, next to St. Martin, which is a French-Dutch territory, next to St. Bart's, which used to be French, but now it's its own country technically, that all have their own governments. I don't really know what a country is anymore. So I'm anywhere from like 56 to 66 countries. Who knows? Back when I visited Hong Kong, it was considered a country. If you talk to my friends who were born and raised there, they say it was a country. They say it still is. I don't know. So I convinced my friend to come, but he doesn't really know what's going to happen yet. Here's what I have told him about the Dominican Republic tomorrow. We booked flights to and from, and they're two different cities. So we're flying into Punta Cana. We're flying out of Santo Domingo. And I told him the one place I want to visit is Las Taranas and probably Samana. And then we're renting a car. I got a deal. It's like this whole trip is going to cost us like $600 for a week in the DR. It's going to be awesome. Flight, the lodging, everything. I have some ideas of places I want to go. And so, but he's an adventurous guy. I think he's kind of like me. I think we're going to get there and get in the car and we're going to head towards the town. It's like a 2.5 hour drive. We get in at like 6 p.m. We might stay a night there. I haven't talked to him about it yet. So we have nothing booked. It's going to be great. I can't wait. And so we just got to figure it out. And when we land, I'm going to be like, hey, Paul, I didn't tell you this, but you're doing one of my like dreams of the last 2 years. Called a road trip to nowhere. And so it might be not the full experience that I want. We'll have some ideas, but realistically, I mean, we're going to drive to like a town, go have dinner. Just as social and outgoing as I am. So we're here for 5 days. What should we do? What's the best thing you've done? What's the coolest thing you did? You're a local, you live here your whole life. Cool. We're driving west. Where should we go? What should we do? And we're going to literally just plan our trip day by day, hour by hour, just asking locals and tourists, tourists, how long you been here? 4 days? Cool. What's the best thing you've done? All right. Well, maybe we'll go do that. But then don't forget, Dominican, a lot of their stuff, a lot of their excursions and tourist activities we have here. It's like, we're not going to go snorkel with turtles. We do that literally every day. I literally just went and saw turtles today. We're not going to, we're probably not going to scuba out there. Maybe we'd scuba, different coral, different reef. That could be kind of fun. But yeah, like the stuff we do here every day, we're not going to be doing it there. So it's going to be interesting and fun to just land in the country, have a car, and have no plan, and just have 5 days to road trip almost to nowhere. But we do know that we're flying out of Santo Domingo. If this sounds awesome to you and you want to do a road trip to nowhere, please freaking tell me. I want to do it so bad. Cities I'd be interested in. Pittsburgh would be awesome. I've been there once, but it'd be fun to like see where we road trip. Do we make it to New York? Do we go over to Chicago? Do we go south? Do we just sit around there? I have no idea. Charlotte or like Raleigh, Durham would be awesome. See that Eastern kind of culture, Eastern seaboard. And like, just do we make it out of the state? Do we not? And that's the coolest part is you never know. You never know where you're going to go. Oh, That's so freaking cool. Um, yeah. So then to make it more realistic, though, like on the last day, you'd have to kind of plan. And if you have the Fly Frontier pass, you fly for free. So that would be even better if all four of us had it. You booked the day before. So that would be really cool. Like the day before we're about to leave, everyone gets on, finds the nearest big airport. We all book those Frontier flights out, and then we just drive to the airport and stay the night nearby or something. That would be an easier way to do it. But Frontier, I mean, Frontier is cheap anyway. It's anywhere. I mean, it's probably under $200 to go anywhere in the US. So it's definitely feasible if you want to do a road trip to nowhere in the US or another country. Totally support like a Europe road trip to nowhere. I basically did a road trip to nowhere in Jordan. Drove like 10 hours in that country, and that driving is the craziest driving I've ever seen. It's like I'm driving down the middle lane playing Frogger. You got slow guys on the right, slow guys on the left. You got people going the wrong way and shoulders flipping. Oh my god. I don't even remember if I took videos. I was so Jordan was the craziest place I've ever driven in my life. But I road trip to nowhere, and it was awesome. All right, there's social health. 66th country, Dominican Republic. I'll be coming live to you over the next week. I'll be posting all sorts of stuff, so stay tuned. You already know I'm going to do some crazy stuff, some really dumb stuff, and I've got a friend that's going to do the same dumb stuff. So we'll be doing some exciting stuff in the Dominican.